Right, so game 3 between Rulers of Rome and Villains. Rulers of Rome we lead 2
Yes.
nil with 2 convincing victories thus far. We do see a little bit of a switch up in the personnel for both teams actually. HJFE has left the lineup for Villains, being replaced by the Joker, but otherwise it's the same as game 2. And then for Rulers of Rome, Terra has taken the substitutes bench, and our Babka has come on in his place, and he's like an 1800 Brazilian player. Now, Arabia in game 1 was a very convincing victory for Rulers of Rome. They basically just crushed the flanks by flooding them with knights, and those flank players just were slow to the castle age, especially, I think, was it Joker who playing purple in the south, who did like a 27-minute castle age because he got taken off gold and harassed quite a lot by a drush, and then got pummeled in the feudal age so much that he couldn't click up, having done some skirmishes, spent the food on that. So let's hope that Villains can get into the game, get like all their players into the castle age, and do better here. Quickly taking a look at everybody's positions. It's going to be top versus bottom. Babka, the new guy, playing Mayan flank on the left hand side. This is free pick, by the way, this time. Free pick hidden sieves, unlike the team random. So Mayan flank, perfect position for the Mayans. His pocket's going to be Huns, Angelina Jolie in the orange, Hannibal playing Mongol pocket in the teal, and Celt flank for Recon. Interesting Celt pick. But I think that those civs are in the kind of pocket and flank orientation that you'd like as well there. So good layout for Rulers of Rome. Rabelbach with the Mongols flank, that's fine. In the yellow. Mayan pocket, will we see looms or will we see a sling? But anyway, that's going to be played by Martin in the teal. Sorry, not teal, grey. And then on the right hand side for Villains, Kong playing Spanish again, as in the previous game. So Villains aiming for the late game with a Spanish pick there. And they've also got Mongols. Sorry, no, I'm reading this wrong. Joker is playing Hun's flank. So yeah, I guess that's fine because they've still got a knight, ultimately paladin civ in the pocket there. But I guess they'd have liked to have like Mayan and Mongol flank with Spanish and Hun pockets. But that's always kind of a nightmare if you're not an expert player and you end up with Spanish flank, because it's quite hard to play. But fortunately for Villains, they do have their Spanish player in the pocket. It's a ball that could have been stolen if Babka had gone forward. Very far forward ball, which Rabelbach is taking there. We're getting a good time, that one's just finishing. There's Vil idle on the lumber camp there. I wonder if that one's just trying to get to. I don't think it is it? Rabelbach needs to hit that Isle of Elizaki or spot it. That's going to be quite crippling.
Yes.
To have that villager idol for the whole of the Dark Age. Guess we should see Drush on this side from the Celt player, or maybe even just YOLO it and go man at arms forward. But he'll have to count on his pocket occupying the enemy pocket if he chooses to do that. But yeah, we see a barracks coming up at good standard time for drushing. Should see that on this side as well. Actually, Babka's really ahead of the game. Barracks not only already built, but militia produced. It's going to be a pretty fast rush from Babka in the Mayans. Rabelbach is likely going to be doing scouts as Mongol flank. We'll have to see if he gets interrupted too much by the drush. Joker Hun's flank. He tried to do an archer rush in the first game, so I get the feeling maybe as Hun's flank, maybe he'll do scouts. I mean, we don't see a barracks coming out for him yet, so maybe he'll click up and then drop a barracks and do scouts. but Recon is drushing and already walling, so might be difficult to do damage with scouts there. Yeah, 3 militia being created. So those militia plus the Eagle Warrior arrive in Rabblebox base from Babka. They're going to intercept those villagers out on the front, and there's a good chance of picking up a kill here. Eagle's going to come from Martin to... Oh, just sealed his own villager out, and then the villagers finish the berries and open up another hole. One vill down. This could well be a second here. That one's on such low HP. No looms from Rabblebox. It's only now kicking in. No wonder they're going down so fast. Those pesky villagers are always trying to undermine your civilization. Now, look, that one's trapped. Rabblebox having an absolute nightmare here. Second villager has gone down. Third villager will die. And the fourth one is trapped unless he deletes the mill. Wow, this drush is going to kill everything. Rabblebox, you're not doing scouts. No.
Yes.
You're not going to be able to do scouts at all like this. You're going to have no eco. In fact, he's not even clicked up, has he? Like, he's still in the Dark Age now as if he was going to be going up later with a drush, but he never clicked up because he just got... We saw he did a late loom. He wanted to click up after that, but now he's had to start... He's produced a militia, producing another militia. He's having to fight back. So Rabblebox plans, judging by his loom timing, they got completely interrupted. And this is all down to just how fast Babka was with that drush. He got that up so quickly that and got the barracks up so quickly and got the militia out, and in such a nice time that Rabblebox thought he'd be able to click up or at least have loom done before Babka arrived with his drush, and just the speed of it has been devastating. I'm going to go to Rabblebox's point of view. Let's look at his resources. Yeah, he's got the food to go up. Getting a little bit bumpy here. Any of these vills on low? Militia's nearly dead. Red's just still got so much HP on this militia. I mean, his eagle's gone down. I think that's his eagle. But I just don't understand how these 3 militia, none of them had sustained even half damage before that little engagement there. So we've completely missed what's going on the other side because it's just been so much action there. But it seems like not a lot. Joker went to the feudal age and he's doing horse collar, so he's scout rushing, isn't he? Yeah. Looks like Joker's down 3 already, so one of those is scout, but no, it's not even a scout. Is he down 3 villagers to a drush as well? Wow. He has to be, unless he made some militia or a spearman or something when he got to the feudal age to help defend against that. Yeah, look at his villager count. He's down 3 villagers. He's actually 3 behind Rabblebox as well, but obviously Rabblebox going to the feudal age, so I can only conclude that both flank players, 4 villains, have lost at least 3 villagers right now. Babka is 2.2k, somebody says. Really, maybe it's on a different profile. I thought he was like 1900 when I checked his profile. Certainly a very effective drush, although you just have to optimise your economy for you to get it out that quickly. So Joker's going to do a few scouts push out, but Green has already got a partial wall off. It will force those scouts to go the long way round. Recon hanging around the feudal age for a bit, getting double bit axe and horse collar.
Yes.
Stable blacksmith, so he's going to go 1 stable knight as a Celt flank and just try and boom, and then probably rely on his pocket to support him with 2 stables are going to come out from Hannibal, so going to be an aggressive approach rather than just 1 stable boom from the pocket there.
Yes.
Angelina Jolie's saying he'll go 2 stable and 6 knights, so Rabblebox is going to be in trouble.
Yes.
And here they're talking about the dynamic of having Martin Val, Mayan pocket, so you know, in that situation, if the pocket is just going to go castle and plumes, which he is going to, you see all the stone miners here. What you've got there is a window of opportunity while you put the castle up as the mines, where that mine player's flank is going to be basically 2v1 until the plumes start to come out. So you know, the pocket can just go aggressive with knights, join up with the flank and really do damage. And Rabelbach having been put so far behind already, and now being in the feudal age, adding in skirms, when, as we've just heard from Angelonia Jolie, he's going to flood some knights from there, from 2 stables to begin with, and then boom bit. You're going to be in a tough spot, Rabelbach. Skirms are fine though, because at least he's, well, you don't want to be doing it, but he's going to be defending against mine crossbows, so you can see his thinking there. But, you know, you don't want to be going to skirm straight away like that in a team game, in an ideal scenario. Joker needs to fix 2 idle vills and gold here. He's already suffered a lot, can't afford this idle. Is he close to clicking up? No, he's not. Obviously, 2 archers. Yeah, he's going like almost full feudal. Kind of like Hun's 1v1 build, you go some scouts and then you go archers, and you know, the castle time, when you do that, it ends up being clicking. Oh, there's a whole... Joker has just deleted 1 tile to get an extra villain on the gold, and his timing was awful, unbeknown to him, because Hannibal was arriving just at that moment, and now more vills going to go down. Joker won't be able to do any archers. Gonna have no gold to do archers or to click up with. And Rebelbox towered his gold, but that's not gonna stop Angelina Jolie from bringing in the knights and just bashing away at the base of the tower. Red can even pick off those vills.
Yes. Yes.
Some talk in the chat about reverse arena. I think that's a map where you can go like outside the arena. I don't think that's an available map for Game 4 though, so I'm not sure what that discussion's about. Right hand side, Hannibal coming in with a camel to try and counteract the few knights that are here for Kong from the pocket. But Hannibal's also here with more knights as well, and he's just slaughtering Joker on the wood line. Some vills have got back to the gold mine and they've rolled it back up. But Joker's down to 28 villagers now. Rebelbox not doing much better on 32. I have to say also though, Recon has suffered some losses because he's gone down to 32 as well. At least I think he has. Maybe he just had some idle. Going 2 stable knights though.
Yes.
Not the largest economy in the world, but they're just going to do the same thing as the first game, where they're just going to flood knights. You've got Hannibal making a lot of knights. Recon's going to go 2 stables, and I think Joker, exactly as in the first game, is just going to be flooded with so many knights that he will lose his TC in the end. It's starting to look like the same thing playing out, repeating itself again. Left hand side, Rebelbuck getting in an okay fight there because Babka's not microing and those scurbs are closing the range and getting hits, but as soon as the crossbows start to micro, they can pulverise these feudal age skirmishers as long as the micro's on point. You got the extra range. Crossbows much better to micro as well. Martin Wild finally coming from the pocket with the plumed archers, but Rabelbach has suffered so much. He's on 30 villagers as well. 15 villagers behind the pocket players.
Yes. Yes.
And once again we've got another hole on the gold mine. Joker's just keeps doing this to himself. And Hannibal's here with so many units. And those are green knights as well that are coming from Recon. So this is like 15-20 knights and camels that Joker's having to deal with. He's lost yet more villagers, down to 26 even.
Yes.
Rabblebox suffering on the left hand side as well, down to 28. The crossbows from Babka and the knights from Angelina Jolie just running right. Rabblebox even trying to run Bills to his pocket space, because that was the safest way to quickest way to safety from where they were all out here. I don't know what Rabblebox was putting a lumber camp here for, really. That's a very small line of trees and it's just way out in the open. I guess he may have felt it was protected by his tower if he put that lumber camp up before the tower went down, but those plumes being run down by the knights, at least for Martin Naval, this was walled up. 2 players finishing the wall off together. Co-op walling. Babka's just got... Okay, that lumber camp over here makes a bit more sense actually, because Rabblebot had completely lost his wood line because there are 5 crossbows right there. Will be cleaned up now. The plumes and the skirms come out.
Yes.
Seems like Hannibal and Recon have just got bored of kicking Joker while he's down, and they now want to try and do some damage to Kong, but Kong has got full wall off at least. And this is kind of a team war between him and Martin Haval. It's a shame that the flanks weren't included in the team war, because they might not be in such a dire situation as they are now. Although this is threatening because, you know, it's only a palisade, half of it's on fire, they can be through there in a moment, and Martin Haval doesn't have the army at home to deal with this. 4 plumed archers is not going to stop 10 knights and half a dozen crossbows. +1 bloodlines knights. It's going to be... Is there a 1? No, it's not a 1 target out there. But the knights are going over an unbuilt foundation. The second castle that Martin Val wanted to put up has been denied. Rabblebot's got villagers in here going down. Martin Val's got villagers in here going down. And it's just a slaughter once again. The night flood has paid off so well for Rulers of Rome in Game 1 is repeating itself here. It's a bloodbath of villager slaughter once again. And we're back in Joker's base as well, and there's another 1 tall hole in the wood line that Joker hasn't seen, and that village is leading the knights towards it. The knight's going to be in, and that's going to be at 10-15 villages going down. Oh, just in time. Recon just not quite microing his knights, not paying attention at the moment when he could have had such a payoff there if he'd spotted that hole and rushed through it before it was plugged. Kong says it all, really. That TC is not going to go up with those knights and camels there, and more vills will go down for the villains team. But the TC does go up actually. Fairness. Angelina Jolie just will not give up on Rabblebot on the left flank. That main gold's been untouched for ages. Is Rabblebot getting gold from anywhere? Doesn't seem like it. Those are his golds. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Can't get gold at all. Angelina Jolie just says, I'm going to take the TC of yellow. He's got +2 armor now, which makes those knights so much more able to do that against the full TC of vills firing arrows. And that's a lot of knights. Forging done as well. They're going to take that TC down so quickly. Let's just quickly look at the right hand side. Rams coming out for Recon. Joker, monks and a couple of cav archers, but that's not going to get this done. Knights and siege going to destroy him on the right, and Rabblebox TC is already half destroyed on the left. More vills fleeing and being slaughtered as they run. And Kong asks of his teammates, is it GG? Well, I can see everything and I'm telling him that it is, but the team, obviously they have the right to continue until they no longer think it's viable. I want to play this out, but it's looking absolutely dire for them. Rabblebox 16 population, Joker on 29 population, and it's kind of the same as the first game where the pockets were in good shape with the number of villagers for villains in that game, but they weren't able to protect their flanks. as Angelina Jolie turns his attention to the pockets as well. I was going to say, how long will the pockets be in good shape as two, but the GG's been called, and there we go. 3-0 to Rulers of Rome. Decisive victory there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Alright, there was a debate before about like why aren't clans choosing fun maps when they're going to win anyway. Well, villains have been want to have some fun and they're going to play the map pack. That's cool. We could see anything here, and actually, they have the player who created and put together the map pack. He didn't create every map in it, I don't think, but he's put a hell of a lot of work over the years in stitching together the map packs and also making quite a lot of the maps for various tournaments like SY, Nations Cup, and this one he made CM map pack. So HJFE is going to come in and pick his own creation. So we're going to see something fun. We don't know what it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be a cool map. How is the Germany match doing? I can see everybody talking about it. Missed penalty. I never get Ozil taking penalties. He just never seems confident with that duty. Like, I never liked him as a penalty taker for Arsenal.